The weather has been really nice recently, so I decided to take my sketchbook outside with me so I could sit in the sun and do some painting. I decided to experiment with my gouache paint. I haven't had much of a chance yet to try them out, but I thought this would be the perfect excuse to try them out and have a go at using them. I wanted to try out how to experiment with them and the best way to use them for me and see if I could try and develop a style and a technique when using them. Inspired by the trees and the nature around me, I sketched some designs out using a green erasable coloured pencil. I chose to use green so the sketch would be hidden when painted over. I am using Turner acrylic gouache and a disposable throwawayable palette. I am also using a water brush to make it easier to use the water when I'm outside.
To be honest, I don't have a girl in my life, but I'd be lying if I ain't crushed one or twice.
I found that the paint gives you a really nice texture when it's really wet. This makes it more like a watercolour than a paint. You can get quite a different texture when you have different amounts of water. So if you have no water, it's really nice and creamy and very smooth, but when you apply it with lots of water, it's a lot more like using watercolour paint instead of, say, acrylic. I really like the texture of how the tree in the left corner came out, as it came out with so much texture that the water had caused on the paper. But I also liked the other trees I did, which were a little bit smoother, and I tried to graduate the amount of water I used for each one. So the last one I did was really thick and really nice, and I found that really great for blending as well. You had a little bit more control than you did with the wetter paintings.
I just want someone to live.
Layering with the paint worked really well. As you can see here, the yellow really stands out on the green leaves of the tree, and so do all the other colours as well. I think this is a really great technique as you can add in more texture in a more unique way with shapes and different patterns. I also used a colour pencil to go in and add in some more detail. I think that this really added to the picture by creating more texture and tidying up the paint and blending in that little bit more as well. For the majority of the sketchbook page, I used a square water brush. I've never used it before, so I wanted to give it a try too. I found that it was super easy to blend the paint and change its consistency.
And a bunch of the Szechuan sauce, like as much as you're allowed to give me. It's delicious.
Overall, I'm really happy with this type of paint and I'll definitely try it again and I want to use it some more. The only thing I found difficult with it was getting the balance between the right amount of water and the right amount of paint right. But again, I don't think it matters too much. I think I just personally prefer it to be a little bit thicker and less watercolory. Otherwise, I may as well use watercolours to create an illustration instead of gouache paint. Other than that, I absolutely loved using it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell button so you'll be notified next time I upload a video. And I'll see you next week. Bye!